Hey there, in this video, I'm going to break down why you can be insulin resistant even if your blood sugar looks normal. I know that sounds confusing, but stick with me and I'm going to explain exactly how this can happen. I will also show you 4 simple steps you can take to control your blood sugar in a way that actually heals your insulin resistance. In this community, our goal is to tackle diabetes in a way that actually heals the body. We have zero tolerance for any diet that controls blood sugar by making you sick in other ways. We also use a completely free shopping guide for all the daily healing essentials. Just comment "Do It to Heal" to grab your copy. Now, let's dive into today's topic. A lot of people wonder, how can I be insulin resistant if my blood sugar is normal? Here is the thing. High blood sugar and insulin resistance are not the same thing. Yes, they are connected, but they are completely different. High blood sugar is a symptom of insulin resistance. That means insulin resistance can be there even if your blood sugar looks normal. They are also measured differently. Blood sugar is measured by checking how much sugar is in your blood at a certain time. Insulin resistance is measured by looking at how much insulin and time it takes your body to bring your blood sugar back to normal after eating a certain amount of carbs. If you are using too much insulin and time to handle even a small amount of carbs, then that's insulin resistance. So the problem really isn't the carbs. It's that your body cells aren't responding well to insulin. And that forces your body to use way too much insulin and time to handle even a very small amount of carbs. And that's what insulin resistance really is. It means your body is using way too much insulin and taking too long to process just a small amount of carbs. So yes, you can lower your blood sugar by cutting carbs. And it might look like everything is fine. But all you're doing is hiding the problem, not fixing it. Remember, insulin resistance is really a ratio, showing that your body is using too much insulin and taking too long to handle the amount of carbs you eat, even if your blood sugar is normal. If you had to cut carbs super low just to get there, then that means you are really insulin resistant because you are still using too much insulin and time to process even a very, very small amount of carbs. And that resistance could be getting worse, even if your blood sugar looks fine. The only reason your blood sugar is normal is because you ate such a small amount of carbs, just enough for your impaired insulin system to barely keep up. But if your insulin were working the way it should, that same amount of insulin could handle a lot more carbs and bring your blood sugar back down to normal within a very short period of time. No problem. If this all still feels confusing, this whole concept of blood sugar being normal when you are actually insulin resistant, if all this just doesn't make sense, there is a medical test that can make things crystal clear. It's called the glucose tolerance test. Unlike the regular blood sugar and A1C tests that just show you the level of blood sugar, the glucose tolerance test tells you the full story behind your blood sugar numbers by explaining exactly how much insulin and time it takes for your body to process a certain amount of blood sugar. This test, the glucose tolerance test, shows you the full picture. It can show you that if you have to keep lowering the amount of carbs you eat just to keep your blood sugar normal, it means you are still insulin resistant. And your insulin resistance is actually getting worse. Now, the big question is, what kind of diet actually helps insulin work better, not just cover up the problem? The glucose tolerance test shows that a diet rich in whole plant foods, and yes, this includes starchy vegetables such as whole grains and sweet fruits like pineapple. A diet high in whole plant foods actually heals insulin resistance over time. And as your insulin resistance starts to heal, your blood sugar also starts to improve naturally because you are fixing the real issue at the root. Now, let's clear up something important about carbs. Number one, the carbs that heal insulin resistance are the unprocessed carbs, the ones that come straight from nature. That means whole grains, unpeeled potatoes, fruits with the skin on when the skin is edible. We are definitely not talking about white bread, cookies, or fruit juice or added sugar. If you say, but my blood sugar spikes when I eat unprocessed carbs, listen to me carefully. 1 or 2 servings of unprocessed carbs won't fix insulin resistance. You need to eat them as part of your everyday diet in order to allow your body to heal. You have to understand that insulin resistance is actually a long-term body process. So it builds up slowly over time. And reversing it takes time too. So yes, your blood sugar might spike at first. But if you stick with unprocessed carbs long term, your blood sugar will actually start to improve as your body cells become more and more sensitive to insulin. And when that happens, stable blood sugar after eating carbs, it's a clear sign that healing is taking place at a much deeper level. So here are 4 simple steps you can take to start controlling blood sugar in a way that actually heals and not hides insulin resistance. Number 1, don't cut out carbs. Instead, choose unprocessed carbs. They help you reverse insulin resistance. Number 2, make unprocessed carbs a regular part of your daily meals, not just an occasional side. Number 3, ask your doctor about taking a glucose tolerance test. This helps you understand your real insulin resistance status. Number 4, drop a comment saying, "Do it to heal," for a free shopping guide that walks you through all the essentials you need to control blood sugar in a way that actually heals insulin resistance. Remember, in this community, we are not just managing numbers, we are doing it to heal. I'll see you in the next one.